Got the John Deere 870 Covington planter. She's loaded up with peaches and cream corn, sweet corn. We got our triple 13, and we got Uncle Sam laying a spray on us. You know, wouldn't be America if we didn't have all that. Let's go out here and take a look at everything we got planted and what we are due to plant now. Purpose of this video is to not necessarily for me to educate, because I don't know what in the world I'm doing. What I do know is I planted about 400 Yukon Gold potatoes in this plot here, and if we come through and take a look, they are indeed doing all right. That is very exciting. I got one here, and every time I'm out here I'll just try to do my best to pick all these up. I do have a cultivator, but I don't know if I trust myself with it not to rip up all my plants. Now we've got to keep them cleaned up, so I'll need to spend a little more time out here this afternoon. I won't bore y'all with that, but it is exciting. I have a good row of Yukon Gold potatoes coming up, and there's 4 of these rows. There's about 80 in each, and that's terrific. Yukon Gold, Yukon Gold. See, now that's done wrapped up around that plant there. We're gonna hope and pray. See, we have been getting some good rain, and now that these are up, I'm gonna come back this afternoon, give them some good water, and put some fertilizer on. They've been up for roughly a week. They started showing. Now I've got, like I said, I've got multiple rows. These 2 rows were the first 2 that I planted. And look here, on the 3rd row they've started to show. And number 4. We got 4 rows of Yukon Gold potatoes. I reckon it could be 5. I've got it all written down. Yeah, we've got 5 rows of Yukon Gold potatoes. I know it was about 400. 5 rows here. That's beautiful. Now here, we put the sweet corn in. We got some good red dirt. This is Silver Queen sweet corn. It was a experiment, planted a bit early, and we'll just see how it goes. This was intended to be all potatoes. I got to about 400 potatoes, and I said, well, we'll probably not do any more, so I just filled the rest of this in with a few couple of rows of Silver Queen sweet corn. We got a few strawberry plants. That one's looking all right. I'm able to keep the deer out of them with these cages. It looks like, you know, something might have happened there. Maybe a 2-year-old, maybe an animal. You never can be too sure. Because all of these projects started with wanting to have happier deer, I took the trucker's favorite field corn and put several rows in along the outside of the property. When I did that and had a couple of days to think on it, I have cut the amount of space that I have to plant in half by not coming back over my rows properly. As you can see, I have outside, middle, outside. What I have learned is I should have brought my tire back and put it in this row here, which would have had my next row of corn right about here. But instead, my next row of corn is here. It is a successful failure considering that it was some extremely cheap field corn that its main purpose is feeding livestock and keeping the deer happy. Now, that's where we've come to today to plant this patch of peaches and cream, and I'm just so thankful that I did not half plant this field. And I reckon we're going to see what kind of work we can get done today on getting this field planted. Back to the Covington planter here. Let's see. We need to make sure she is good and level, and she does not appear to be. All right, we've got her all leveled out and filled up with triple 13 fertilizer and peaches and cream corn. Let's get her planting. All right, we hop off the tractor for a minute. Let's show you. We got a row of fertilizer. We've got 8 rows here laid, a foot apart at 225 feet long. Being able to recognize my mistake, and instead of, see, we have a few seeds here. When I come back with my tractor tire, I was coming to the outside of my outside sweep, and that would have put me, here all the way over here. And so now I've got my rows much closer here and here, maybe just a few feet wider than, or maybe a foot wider than shoulders width apart. So I'm much more happy with that. I'm getting a lot more usage out of my land. That's what everybody keeps telling me, is this first year is going to be a lot of learning. Half of this front field will be field corn and half of it will be peaches and cream. So everything here over will be sweet corn, and everything else is already planted with field corn. Now you can see here just how wide these rows are apart. We have a row of corn planted right here, and the next one is way over here, and that is about over half what it should be, I believe. And everything's coming together. We're learning on the fly. I'm just absolutely excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna try to get y'all a little bit of footage of this planter operating. I mean, it is keeping the seed back so it won't climb up. But if you're interested in getting one of these, brother, make sure you buy enough fertilizer, because she'll roll it on out of there. Mowgli. We are reloaded with fertilizer. We are ready to go again. We are up to 12 rows of corn. Had about 230-ish plants per row. Let's keep it going. We've only got this much left to do. It's looking wonderful. I'm officially out of fertilizer though, so we're winging it.